Hello and welcome in. I'm going to be pulling two zodiac signs from my bag to see who I'm going to be reading for today. This is Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus for either you or your partner. I got two water signs here, Pisces and Scorpio. Okay. So again, it could be for you or your partner. These could both belong to you, or only one could belong to you, one could belong to your partner, or maybe if just your plain old Scorpio sun, then this is for you. Same thing with Pisces. I think you get the idea. Whoops, got some cards falling out, so I'm just going to let them stay where they are. This is for the first pile. Okay, second pile, second energy in this connection. What's going on in the second energy in this connection? Father of Swords. Could be a Libra involved here. Okay, somebody is definitely overthinking this connection. I've got the Mother of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. Father of Cups as well coming out. So pretty strong connection, I would say. Let's see here. You know what? I'm going to put the Mother of Cups over here because that's the pile I was reading for when she came out. And I'm just going to do this. All right, currently in this connection, what's going on? Whoops. Some regrets going on. 2 8s. Okay. Let's do one more. Mother of Pentacles came out and the Father of Wands came out, and then underneath that I have Justice. So yeah, there's something that feels very Libra, very air sign about this, even though I have two water signs coming out. So I think that, first of all, I want to say that I think this is a good relationship. This feels like a good match to me. This feels like a lot of love, stability. One of you, I'm not sure if it's the Scorpio or the Pisces, or one of you, at least in this connection, feels like this is sort of like a dream in a sense. That it is actually everything you ever wanted in a relationship. There might be some regrets that are going on here, but it's mostly to do with how this relationship is getting processed. So with the King of Swords and the Nine of Swords, it feels like there's overthinking, and it also feels like there's a lot of people involved for some reason. Is there a lot of people involved in the situation, like kids or family or something? There's a lot of people here in this reading, but this pile here, the second pile, I'm going to call this the Pisces pile. I don't know if it is or not, but it could be reversed, so it doesn't really matter. But this person is feeling all the things that you're feeling, or you're feeling all the things that they're feeling, but one of you is definitely overthinking things. And I think that they may have said something or done something based on that overthinking that's maybe caused a little regret. I don't really see this as anything super challenging, though. I feel like somebody came out at some point as the King of Wands, like maybe this more aggressive energy, and it caused somebody to maybe step back a little bit, or just maybe go into like a little bit of a quiet place. It's not like full-blown hermit healing mode. It's just like, oh, that wasn't great. But I think like a lot of this, the issues with this relationship are coming from like these very deep emotions, because I've got the Father of Cups, which is a water sign, and the Mother of Cups, which is also a water sign. So there's a lot of emotions here, and they are very good, giving, loving emotions. But I think that it just gets the best of you sometimes, or them. And it just causes, it could even be like maybe one of you is kind of insecure. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but I mean just You know, we all have trauma and we all bring it into our relationships. We shouldn't, but we do because we're human. Like sometimes we have trauma that we don't even realize is there, and we bring it and it causes issues, and then we don't know that we're causing these issues until somebody points it out or something. So yeah, it feels like this is maybe there's a calming. It kind of feels like one partner is sort of like the calming force, and then one partner like maybe gets really worked up with their emotions, and like this Mother of Pentacles needs to come in and be like, well, you know, actually, you know, you're okay. It's not, you know, it feels like that to me. Can I get some advice for this reading? But overall, this feels like not a bad connection. So what went on to cause the Eight of Cups here? Oh, this one flew out. The Empress. Queen of Pentacles again. The Star. The High Priestess. Why are there so many people involved? This feels crowded. Oop, the Star's got boobies. I'll take her out. But this feels very, very crowded. I think that somebody's feeling regret because they realize that the other partner actually is just a caring, nurturing person, and maybe they took something the wrong way. Maybe something was said and it wasn't supposed to be said. It was coming from like a hurt place, and it got taken the wrong way. But I just see this as like sort of a temporary rift. I don't even know if you could call it that. It could just even be like, I don't want to text them. I'm not going to text them till they come home from, I'm not going to text them or call them at work like I usually do. I'm just going to wait till they come home because I don't really feel like talking to them right now. It feels kind of like that. But overall, this is a really good connection, and I think that you guys will work through it. I think that whoever keeps popping out as the Queen of Pentacles, and the Empress, I'm gonna just give you a heads up. You might have to be Queen of Pentacles Empress for a little while because somebody is Nine of Swords, so there probably is going to be a need to, maybe this person has some trauma. I'm not sure. I'm not an expert, but it does feel like that there's like a need to heal. And I do want to say, you are not this person's therapist, and you are not required to be their therapist, nor are you required to help them with like their mental health issues. You should not play therapist to your partner. However, if you love somebody and you know that you're going to make it work and it's a good match, but they just have some problems that they brought into the relationship, you know, minor problems that cause hiccups now and then, it's good to show them support and show them care and nurturing and, you know, give them advice if they need it. Now, that's different from being that person's crutch and being that person's therapist. It's a whole different thing. But I feel like that's what's going on here. It feels very, very loving in the face of this just something about this feels very quick too. Maybe they come to like very quick conclusions about things without looking at the facts, maybe, and that causes them to sort of break their own heart, or maybe it triggers their trauma in a way or something. I don't know why I'm getting that, but there is something here about needing to be patient with this person and give to this person and be nurturing, but also you do need to understand that you have to take time for you and you can't just give. This person has to give as well. But I feel like they are, though. I feel like they are, and I feel like they want to. I really love how like this Queen of Cups is sort of like reaching out to the King of Cups. It just gives like this very loving energy. But at the same time, I mean, I also have 3 kings out here, so I don't know if this person kind of like maybe switches emotions a lot or switches temperaments. Because I feel like who they are really is a level-headed person at the base of it, normally. But it seems like for some reason something gets in the way. They're overthinking it, or maybe they don't feel good enough for this connection, and then they have like this behavior, or they act different from how they usually act or behave. But I think that you see that, or if that's the other way around, they see that they understand, basically. And I think that if this is your person, you understand. And you're going to help them sort of work through it. Again, like I said, this is not about being their therapist or their crutch. This is about understanding your partner and what they need to feel loved and comfortable and happy in a relationship. And, giving to them the best that you can without overextending yourself, or without walking on eggshells. If that's the situation, then this is not a good situation. But I don't instinctively feel like that. I feel like this is a good connection, and you or they understand. I think this person's going to need a little bit of support. Maybe they haven't had the best past. Maybe their relationships haven't been super healthy, and they don't really know what it's like to be in a healthy relationship. And I think that you're going to help them with that. It's kind of giving that, like, how they say, like, how can you get a job when you don't have the experience? They want you to have experience, but how can you get the experience when you don't have a job? Like, it's like that. It's like, I've never had a healthy relationship, but I want a healthy relationship. But how can I have a healthy relationship if I've never had one? No one will give me the chance. So I think this person's giving you the chance if this is you. Let me pull some oracle cards. Anything else that I'm missing here? Meditate, guides, yeah. And then Divine Masculine came out, and home. There is something here about the Divine Masculine. Now, I will say I do not read the Divine Masculine as a person. I know so many readers that are like, oh, he's your Divine Masculine. She's, your Divine Feminine. I do not read it like that at all. The Divine Masculine is a principle. It is not a person. It is the principle of action or taking control, but in a good way. Like, it's the external. So I kind of feel like with Divine Masculine and home, I feel like you're actively creating a home for this person. Or you're actively, I feel like it's not that this other person's not taking the lead, but I feel like you're taking the lead in terms of, like, I know what kind of relationship that this could be, and I'm going to make sure it happens. And that's not to say that this other person isn't putting in the work, because I really think that they are. But it's just that I feel like you have a very clear vision for this relationship. And again, that's not to say they don't, but I'm talking to you right now. Like, you have a clear vision for this relationship, and you're moving it in that direction. And I think that with the Meditate and Guides cards here, the Guides card has come out for me in times when I've actually had spirit guides around me or something like that. And now I do want to say something quickly about spirit guides. Now, they may be around you and they may not be. Maybe you believe that, maybe you don't. But the important thing is, for example, if you think that your aunt that's passed away is one of your spirit guides, I think one of the important things to take away from that is it doesn't actually matter if she's with you or not, because of course she's always with you in a sense. But what matters is that she's coming up in your mind for a reason. This is just an example. How would your aunt handle this situation? Or how would your mother or your grandmother or any spirit person that you think that might be a guide to you in your life, that was a guide or is a guide? It's like looking to them as an archetype to assist in this situation. And then meditate on the situation. You bring some peace into this person's life. Obviously, they've had some rocky situations and they need your peaceful guidance. They need you to be sometimes we get with people and like they do have trauma in the past and they don't even realize it, like I said. So I think that creating a home, creating something peaceful for this person is absolutely the right thing to do. And I think you're on the right path. Even if things may get rocky sometimes, I think that you know what to do. I think you're mature and emotionally responsible and you know how to handle this situation. And I think that you also know when your boundaries are being violated and when you need to take a step back. So that is my reading for you. I hope that was helpful in some way. And have a blessed day.